thank you for having me with you today. Anytime one attends any event with so many IT professionals, one can't speak about gushing about all the opportunity that's ahead of us. I know as a country or maybe as an industry, we might be going through a little bit of a lull, a little bit of a trough in some of the sectors. And when we do that, sometimes we tend to forget what kind of opportunity in this sector is still ahead of us. And still, since this event is more about how companies like us can grow together with partners, lots of system integrators and channel partners, I would touch upon 2 or 3 aspects where I see there is a lot of scope for this partnership to prosper going forward. First and foremost, we believe that first wave of information technology implementation that happened in our country happened with the biggies. It happened with big corporates, big banks, big government projects, and what have you. The second wave, which now is emerging, is that which get called as SMB, where large companies don't have reach, don't have cost to serve, may not even have right solutions. For example, there are 1.3 million schools in India, of which almost 20% of them are private sector schools, and increasingly such schools are adopting information technology to deliver quality education all over the country. Those 1.3 million schools need somebody to take the power of ICT to them so that those schools in every corner of India have same access to quality education that maybe students in Delhi have. There are over 5 lakh medical practitioners in India, private practitioners in India. Each of them who are doing a private practice is like a SMB. There are lots of small nursing homes. Each of them are also looking at benefit of technology. So there is a very large new form of business that is emerging, which needs the power of technology, which traditionally only large companies had used. And it is these sectors, whether it's education, whether it's healthcare, whether it's the increasingly growing retail sector in India, where there is going to be a lot of action. And I think that's where we are going to see a lot of opportunity going forward. Having said that, a lot of us in the past, when we dealt with our partners and channel partners, we dealt in one type of solutions, which were boxes. But while these opportunities are emerging on one hand, we are also as an industry getting impacted by a few technology inflections, which are changing the need of services and solutions required by our customer community. What are those inflections? We are seeing, interestingly, confluence of 3 major inflections, and that's an interesting part, because that's driving a lot of value creation. We are seeing affordable broadband reaching every corner of the country. I think it's just a matter of 1 or 2 years where we will see either fiber or wireless broadband reaching every corner of our country, allowing high-speed, reliable connectivity to each of these organizations, whether they are SMBs, they are schools, hospitals, and what have you. So there is a broadband connectivity penetration. Second that we are seeing is affordable computing through various form factors of mobile handhelds. And just to give you some insight, last quarter, we at HCL, we experienced what is this power of inflection and how it's changing the entire industry. Last quarter, we at HCL sold more tablets than PCs, which is a sign of times to come. And I would say this kind of inflection it's just the start of that inflection. And at the start of the inflection, we are seeing this kind of massive proliferation of mobility happening our way. And that's going to go further and further as we see more and more broadband wireless access all over the country. So broadband, mobility, and cloud, where traditionally where large organizations needed high-end infrastructure at their premise, now as we are approaching SMBs, we can offer them as services. And we are seeing increasingly hospitals and schools adopt such solutions. So as partners, when we take these solutions, traditionally we took boxes, we took devices, probably now we need to take services and solutions. And I think that's going to be one big step migration that we as a system integrator and VAR community are going to do going forward. New sectors and new kind of solutions and services is what I think is going to be the rule of the game going forward. Overall, with these kind of inflections, I think third thing that we are going to be doing in this country is I think all of these sectors are going to help, all of these solutions are going to also help us transform our lives. It's no longer just a case of big corporates using IT to drive productivity and create shareholder value. But these are the solutions which are now going to impact our social sector, such as education, such as healthcare, such as driving rural banking, because we are seeing mobile handhelds, wireless broadband, becoming a foundation of financial inclusion programs. Some of these programs are also going to ride on what I'm sure Mr. Sharma is going to speak about later, this big framework about Aadhaar, UIDI, that is getting created and which is going to enable lots of wonderful applications in social sector to emerge. So we have this unique opportunity, new sectors emerging with technology inflections, and while doing so, also getting an opportunity to transform lives of our countrymen. So with that, I wish all of you a very, very prosperous year ahead and a very happy Diwali, and thank you for having me with you here.